Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and in this Wednesday, March 7th edition of Phuket Extra, we're talking about the black water that is seeping from a small canal in Rawai, just 700 meters south of here. We're standing in the Chalong Pier. Now, officials say they're going to start dredging that canal. Let's go back to the studio to learn more. The Phuket News brought the news about the Blackwater Canal to the acting director of Rawai's Public Health and Environmental Division, saying they've gone to inspect the area and learned that it's never been dredged before, leaving behind a clog of leaves, soil, and treated water from nearby residences and businesses. The mix causes sediments, according to the acting director, and it becomes black, which flow into Chalong Bay, and now the early stages of planning the dredging has begun, with officials saying they're not sure when that part of the project would start. The sediments can cause sulfur dioxide, which kills off marine life, and ominous photos provided to the Phuket News shows dead fish in the water, hinting at the future if it doesn't get taken care of soon. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. And the punishment for employers who are found to hire illegal migrant workers has been lowered thanks to a newly approved draft amendment to last year's executive decree. The cabinet in Bangkok approved the amendments yesterday, which had previously stated that migrant workers would face 5 years in jail and a fine between 20,000 to 100,000 Thai baht if they did not have the proper permits. Instead, there will be no jail time, and the ceiling drops to about 50,000 baht. Meanwhile, employers who are found hiring illegal migrant workers, they used to have to pay 400 to 800,000 Thai baht for each worker, but that fine now lowers to 10 to 100,000 baht per worker, though repeat offenses will incur 1 year in jail, a heftier fine of up to 200,000 baht, and a 3-year ban on hiring foreigners. Meanwhile, health checks are being done for foreign workers nationwide. The penalties came about last year as part of an executive order by Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha to crack down on illegal hiring practices of businesses that rely on migrant labor. And new details are emerging in the case of construction tycoon Premchai Karnasuta and his companions suspected of illegally hunting protected animals in a wildlife sanctuary, as the meat and bones from a soup found at their campsite was that of a black leopard. DNA analysis of the food found at the illegal campsite at Naresuan Wildlife Sanctuary shows that the black leopard was being cooked when an officer arrested the men back on February 4th. Namely, officers found leg bones, intestines, hair, and pieces of meat inside the pot. Premchai, who is the president of the massive Italian Thai Development PLC, he's already met with authorities and he's already acknowledged the 9 charges against him, as he faces over 20 years in prison if convicted. Meanwhile, police are being urged by the public to pursue the case against Premchai and others. Stay right there, Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. A shipment of fish from Japan, the first shipment from Fukushima since the 2011 nuclear power plant meltdown, well, it's landed in Bangkok, where 12 restaurants are serving that fish up, and now activists say they want the people to know which restaurants are serving it up. The 2011 nuclear reactor meltdown was the most significant nuclear incident since the Chernobyl disaster in 1986. And now the Stop Global Warming Association is asking the Thai FDA to look out for consumers and let the public know which specific restaurants are serving up Fukushima fish, which could have the potential for cesium contamination. The Thai FDA responded by saying they've inspected the shipment of Fukushima fish and it was cleared to go through after a check for radioactive contamination. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Not one, but 2 King Cobras made their way to a residential area in Kamala as rescue workers took hours to catch at least one of the slithery creatures yesterday afternoon. A massive 4-meter long, 7.2 kilo King Cobra was found inside a house on Soi Namtok Bangwan in Kamala at about 2:30 p.m. yesterday, and it took rescue workers 3 hours to finally catch it and place it in a bag. Moments later, rescue workers set their sights just a few meters away, behind a workers' camp, looking for another king cobra, which had apparently been hiding behind a rock, but soon managed to get away. Officials say that the dry season has prompted the snakes to come out in search of food and water. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Well, that's it for all of us here at Phuket Extra today. If you're watching us on YouTube at thephuket.news.com, check out all the stories on the links below. We'll be back tomorrow. So, from everyone at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching and stay classy, Phukets.